Johnson's principle. They resolve two types of problems. One is n jobs two missions problem we solved, and n jobs three missions we solved by the help of Johnson's principle. Here we are using Johnson's principle, and here we are using extension Johnson's principle. In the extension Johnson's principle, we converted the 10 jobs m missions into n jobs 2 missions. Thereafter, we applied a normal sequence, that is Johnson's principle we applied, and we calculated the optimal sequence. Then we calculated the elapsed time and idle times for that jobs. Okay, and coming to that next one, that is two jobs and emission scheduling. Here in this method, in this problem, we are going to introduce new method. The name is called graphical method. We are going to introduce in this example. Here coming to the main difference between Johnson's rule and graphical method. Here in the Johnson's principle, we solved n jobs emissions and n jobs emissions, and here we consider the job sequence. According to the job sequence, we are going to perform the machining. Each job we are going to perform multiple operations. Then coming to the graphical method, here we are going to follow the sequence of missions. The main difference between graphical method and Johnson's principle is sequence. The sequence is the difference. In Johnson's principle, we are following the job sequence. In graphical method, we are going to take the mission sequence. According to the mission sequence, we are going to perform the missions, or we are going to perform the jobs. Okay. Here we have some procedure to solve this problem. To solve the n jobs to m missions or two jobs m missions by taking the graphical method. Coming to that discussion, the first one, that is the first step itself, we are going to construct a two-dimensional graph in which x-axis represents the job 1 sequence and y-axis represents the job 2 sequence, and their processing times. Use same scale for both x and y axis. Here we have to use the same scale for both x and y axis. Okay, and here then after constructing the first one, then we are going to shade the each region where a machine would be occupied by the two jobs simultaneously. Okay, coming to the example, I would like to explain this step 1, step 2 by constructing a graph. Here just I would like to construct the x-axis and y-axis. Here in this x-axis, we are going to take the sequence of job 1, and y-axis we are going to the sequence of job 2. For example, if we take the job two jobs three missions problem, the problem itself, they will give the sequence of the jobs. For example, if they mentioned job 1, and the sequence of job 1 is they are given 3 2 1, and the process times are they mentioned 4 2 6, like that for job 1. Similarly, they will give the sequence of job 2 also. The sequence of job 2 is 1 2 3. For if we assume like this, same the process times also they will give for this job 2 also. Here the main difference between the Johnson's principle and graphical method means the sequence we have to calculate in Johnson's principle, but in this graphical method the sequence they already defined in the problem itself. So based on that sequence, we are going to plot the graph. In x-axis, we are going to take the sequence of job 1. In y-axis, we are going to take the sequence of job 2. So after taking the sequence, we are going to draw the vertical lines for process times, that is starting time and end time of the job 1. We are going to draw, we are going to mark with help of this vertical lines. And coming to the y-axis, we are going to mark the start time and end time of job 2 based on the sequence. After drawing these plots, we are going to construct a block, or we are going to identify a block. Each job we have one block. For example, if we suppose we assume this is a block B, and this is a block A, and this is a block C. Likewise, we are going to assume, and we are going to shade this area. This is the principle we follow to draw. We construct a graph. Here, vertical line indicates the process times of job 1, and horizontal lines indicates the process times of job 2. Then after constructing the blocks, we are going to calculate the ideal times for each job in the third step. Okay, the third step denotes the third step itself. We are going to calculate the ideal times for job 1 and job 2. And here we are going to draw a diagonal lines with an angle of 45 degrees. Uh, the line is drawn from the origin and continued to the upper right corner by avoiding the regions. It means here just simply they tell us to draw a diagonal line with an angle of 45 degrees from the origin. So here I am going to draw the line from the origin. This is the origin. I am going to draw a line 45 degrees line and it touches the block B here. Okay, a diagonal line means that the both jobs can perform simultaneously. So while drawing the line from the origin to the top right corner, we would try to maximize the length of the diagonal travel, which will be shows the optimal time for that problem. And here it touches the right side of that. It touches this. It touches the block at one corner. Then here the remaining place is there from this point to here. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఈ బ్లాక్ ని ఇక్కడ టచ్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఈ పాయింట్ నుంచి ఈ కార్నర్ పాయింట్ ఒక డిస్టెన్స్ ఉంది. సో ఈ డిస్టెన్స్ ఈ వర్టికల్ డిస్టెన్స్ ని ఐడియల్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ జాబ్ 1 అంటాం. ఐడియల్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ జాబ్ 1 గా తీసుకుంటాం. నెక్స్ట్ మనం ఈ పాయింట్ ఇక్కడ వరకు ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేసుకొని then after from here onwards we are going to draw the again we are going to draw a diagonal line. If suppose the diagonal line touches this point and here there is no blocks to draw the horizontal line, blocks to draw the diagonal line 45 degrees line. So simply we are going to stop this and we are going to stop this line at the end of this block. So simply we are going to draw up to this. So this is called as ideal time of job 2. The vertical line indicates ideal time of job 1. The horizontal line indicates the ideal time of job 2. So these ideal lines we calculated by the help of diagonal lines, 45 degrees diagonal lines. The diagonal line was drawn from the origin and continued to the upper right corner by avoiding the regions. Okay, this is the procedure we are going to implement, or we have to follow the graphical method. Next, I would like to explain this problem by the help of example. I would like to explain this concept by the help of example. So coming to the example here, in this example, they mentioned use graphical method to minimize the time needed to process the following jobs on the missions shown. That is, for each mission, find the job which would be scheduled first, and also calculate the total time elapsed to complete the jobs. Here they are given job wise sequences and they are given the job wise process time. Sequence of job 1 is A, B, C, D, E. Here A, B, C, D, E are called as the missions. And job 2 also they mentioned the sequence, special sequence B, C, A, D, E. And every job for every job they mentioned the process times also. So simply we are going to construct the graph for this job 1 and job 2. Here I would like to take the job 1 sequence, and here I would like to take the job 2 sequence. The job 1 sequence is A to B and B to C, C to D, D to E. And coming to the another sequence is that is B to C job 2 sequence. It was given in our problem itself: B to C, C to A to D, and D to E. This is the sequence of job 2. Okay, now we are going to plot the lines, or we are going to draw the lines for this job 1 and job 2 based on the process times. Here, before we are going to draw the lines, we have to calculate the time in time out for each job, for each time in time out of missions for that job 1 and job 2. So simply I am going to calculate that time in and time outs of the jobs on a mission. Here I explained that values. Here just we taken the job 1 table and job 2 table. Here the job 1 mission sequence we taken first, that is A, B, C, D, E, and the job 2 sequence is B, C, A, D, E. The same we mentioned here. Next, coming to the job 1, at mission A, job 1 started at the 0th hour. So same I wrote here. And coming to the end time means we are going to add the process times for these missions. So here they mentioned for At mission A, job 1 requires 3 hours process time. At mission B, job 1 requires 4 hours process time. Likewise, C 2 hours, D 6 hours, E 2 hours, like they mentioned. So same we are going to add here. A starting time is 0, so we are going to add process time 3 hours. Simply we get it. Next 3 to 7, 7 to 9, 9 to 15, 15 to 17 we calculated. Next coming to the job 2. Job 2 also we are going to start at the 0th hour on mission B. So the sequence already given in our problem itself. We are going to start this B mission at the 0th hour, and we required 5 hours process time. So 0 plus 5, 5 hours. Next C we started at 5th hour, and we are going to add the process time for this. Then we get 9 hours. Like that, we calculated for all missions start out. That is start time and end times we calculated. Then we are going to apply the graphical method to solve to get the idle times and elapsed time. Here coming to this first the steps we have. First step is draw the x and y axis representing job 1 on horizontal line and job 2 on vertical line. Okay, then mark process time on x and y axis for job 1 and job 2. Next, construct blocks from origin to end by pairing the same missions. Here, then fourth step is after drawing the blocks, draw an inclined line of 45 degrees to horizontal starting from in time of individual mission and ending at out time of same mission. It was done in graph. First, I would like to take x-axis and y-axis. So this is x-axis, and here I am going to take the sequence of job 1, and here I am going to take the sequence of job 2. Job 1 sequence ఏంటి?
A to B C
B
C D E
C D E. This is the job 1 sequence. Next, job 2 sequence. What is the job 2 sequence?
B C A D
B
C A D E
A D E. This is our job 2 sequence. The sequence was given in our problem itself. So now I am going to construct the blocks, and now I am going to draw the vertical lines for each mission. So first here I am going to draw the thin lines. Job 1 A ఎక్కడ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది? So scale units వచ్చి equal units we have to take. Okay, if suppose if we assume here 2 units means here also y axis also we have to take 2 units scale. But here I won't mention the scale because it is not a graph. Here directly I mention the values. You assume it, and then when we are writing in the examination, first you mark the scale in by units, and you ask the graph sheet. They will provide that graph. Okay. Okay. Tell me the mission A at job 1 in time and out time. Tell me the mission A job in time and out time.
In time is 0, out time is 3, sir.
In time is 0, out time is 3. So I am going to draw one graph. So I am going to draw 2 vertical lines for this. So it top లేదు, only vertical lines గా అజ్యూమ్ చేసుకోండి దీన్ని. 2 vertical lines డ్రా చేసాం సింపుల్ గా. 0 3. సో ఈ డిస్టెన్స్ ఏంటి?
3.
దేనికి ఇది?
ఏ సార్ ఫస్ట్
మిషన్ ఏ కి. Then mission B, it was started at 3rd hour. 3 and where it will be ended?
7.
Huh?
7, sir.
7. So 3 and 7. So it is for B. Next. Just tell me the next one.
Start time is 7, end time is 9, sir.
7, 9. The vertical line means this is for C. 7, 9. This is for C. Next.
9 and 15, sir.
9 and 15.
15.
Okay. The starting time of D mission is 9 and end time of D mission is 15. Same we plotted here. Then
15 and 17, sir.
15 and
17.
17. Okay. 15 and 17. This is for E. So మనం జాబ్ 1 డ్రా చేసేసాం. జాబ్ 1 కి స్టార్ట్ టైం ఎండ్ టైమ్స్ డ్రా చేసాం. Now we are going to plot the job 2. Here I am going to change the color for the job 2. Then coming to the job 2, tell me the values.
0 and 5, sir.
Job 2 was started at mission B.
Yes, sir.
0 and
5.
5. Simply I am going to take the lines at 0 and 5. Just simply I assumed this 0 and 5.
5.
This is 5.
For C, 5 and 9, sir.
This is B. And C is
5 and 9.
5 and 9. Five and 9. Next.
9 and 11, sir. 11.
9 and 11. Next.
11 and 13, sir.
11 and
13.
13. Next.
13 and 19, sir. 19.
సో ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇది 19 అని తీసుకున్నా ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ టాప్ లో ఆల్రెడీ లైన్ ఉంది కాబట్టి మళ్ళీ డ్రా చేయట్లే. సో ఇది 9 and 13 to 19. This is a E. Okay. Here first step is completed. Now we are going to identify the blocks for each missioning operation. First ఇక్కడ ఏముంది ఏ మిషన్. ఏ ఎక్కడ స్టార్ట్ అయింది? We started at 0 and 3. We ended at 3 at A. అలాగే B దగ్గర ఎక్కడ ఉంది? Sorry, job 2 దగ్గర 9 and 11. So common area of A is this is the common area for A. Am I right?
Sir.
Common area of A is this. Next, coming to the common area of B. B common area ఎక్కడ ఉంది? Here B point is 3 to 7 is there, 0 to 5 is there. So I think common area of B is this. Then
Sir.
B common area is this. Next, what is the C common area? Here C is 7 to 9 is there and here 5 to 9 is there. So the C common area is this one. This is the C common area. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
This is for C. And here we are going to shade this area. C. And the next, common area of
9 and 15, 11 and 13.
D. 9 to 15.
11, 13.
9 to 15 and 11 to 13. I think this is the common area for
D.
D.
Sir.
This is D common area. Next, we are going to plot E common area. We are going to shade E common area. 15 to 17. Here, 13 to
13 and
19.
9.
This is the common area for E. Okay. total will be plotted for all missions. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి మనం? Now we are going to draw the 45 degrees line from origin నుంచి 45 degrees line డ్రా చేయాలి. సో ఈ ఆరిజిన్ నుంచి 45 degrees లైన్ డ్రా చేస్తే ఎక్కడ టచ్ అవుతుంది? సో ఇక్కడ ఎక్కడో టచ్ అయింది అనుకుంటున్నా. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ suppose it was ended here. So this line is 45 degrees diagonal line. సో మనం ఈ లైన్ కంటిన్యూ చేయాలి అప్ టు ఈ వరకు. సో కంటిన్యూ చేయాలంటే మనం ఏంటి, ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ వెళ్ళాలి. సో ఇక్కడ వరకు 45 తీసుకున్నాం. నెక్స్ట్ మనం ఇక్కడ 45 దగ్గర స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి. సో ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ మనకి సమ్ గ్యాప్ వచ్చింది. This is, so this distance is called as ideal time of, this is ideal time of job 1 అనుకుంటా. సో వర్టికల్ లో గ్యాప్ ఉంటే ఐడియల్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ జాబ్ 1 అనుకుంటా. ఇది ఐడియల్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ జాబ్ 1. మనం గ్రాఫ్ లో డ్రా చేస్తే ఈ వాల్యూ ఎంత కూడా తెలిసిపోతుంది మనకి ఇక్కడ. సో మనం ఇక్కడ స్కేల్ తీసుకోలేదు కాబట్టి మనం తెలియట్లేదు, నేను మళ్ళీ చూపిస్తాను. Okay, next we are going to start at 45 degrees here. సో మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ నుంచి 45 degrees లైన్ డ్రా చేస్తున్నాం. సపోజ్ ఈ 45 degrees ఇట్లా వచ్చింది. దిస్ ఇస్ అవర్ 45 degrees లైన్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ ఇక్కడ ఏంటి 45 కార్నర్ వచ్చింది. సో మనం అగైన్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డ్రా, ఈ ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు ఇక్కడ. సో మనం ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేసుకుంటాం 45 degrees లైన్. సో ఈ కార్నర్ టాప్ లో అప్పర్ బ్లాక్ అప్పర్ రైట్ కార్నర్ ని టచ్ చేయాలి. అంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి వచ్చేటప్పుడు ఆరిజిన్ నుంచి రైట్ సైడ్ కి వెళ్ళాలి. టాప్ అప్పర్ కార్నర్ టచ్ చేయాలి. లెఫ్ట్ టాప్ అప్పర్ కార్నర్, లెఫ్ట్ బ్లాక్ లెఫ్ట్ టాప్ అప్పర్ కార్నర్ అంటే ఇదే కదా. ఈ కార్నర్ ని అప్పర్ కార్నర్ ఆఫ్ ద బ్లాక్స్ అంటారు. ఇక్కడ ఈ కార్నర్ కూడా అప్పర్ కార్నర్ టచ్ అయింది. సో ఇక్కడ ఈ పాయింట్ అప్పర్ కి వెళ్ళేదానికి ఇక్కడ డిస్టెన్స్ ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇది ఐడియల్ టైం తీసుకున్నాం. ఇక్కడ నుంచి డ్రా చేసినప్పుడు ఈ పాయింట్ టచ్ అయింది. సో నౌ మనం ఇక్కడ నుంచి కంటిన్యూ చేస్తున్నాం 45 degrees లైన్. కంటిన్యూ చేస్తే సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ ఎండ్ అయింది. ఓకే, సో మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ గ్యాప్ వచ్చింది. సో ఈ గ్యాప్ ఏం తీసుకుంటున్నాం, ఇక్కడ నుంచి మనం ఎక్కడికి రావాలి, ఈ పాయింట్కి రావాలి. సో ఈ పాయింట్ నుంచి సో దిస్ ఇస్, సో ఈ డిస్టెన్స్ ని ఏమంటాం, ఈ డిస్టెన్స్ ని ఐడియల్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ జాబ్ 1 గా తీసుకుంటాం. వర్టికల్ లైన్ లో ఉంటే ఐడియల్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ జాబ్ 1, ఐడియల్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ జాబ్ 1. సో మనం ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ ఈ లైన్ ఇక్కడ ఉందనుకుందాం. సో మనకి ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఒక హార్జెంటల్ లైన్ తీసుకున్నాం, ఇక్కడ వచ్చింది. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేయాలి, మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ నుంచి 45 degrees లైన్ డ్రా చేయాలి. సో ఈ 45 degrees లైన్ ఇక్కడ టచ్ అయింది అనుకోండి కార్నర్. సో ఈ కార్నర్ టచ్ అయింది అంటే ఇక్కడ ఎండ్ అయిపోయినట్టే కదా ఆపరేషన్. సో ద ఆపరేషన్ వాజ్ ఎండెడ్. సో అప్పుడు మనం దీన్ని క్లోజ్ చేయాలి. క్లోజ్ చేయాలంటే ఈ పాయింట్ కి రావాలి, కార్నర్ కి. సో ఈ కార్నర్ వస్తున్నట్టు ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఉండే గ్యాప్ ఏమనుకుంటాం, దిస్ గ్యాప్ ఇట్ ఇండికేట్స్ ఐడియల్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ జాబ్ 2. దీన్ని జాబ్ 2 ఐడియల్ టైమ్ గా తీసుకుంటాం. జాబ్ 2 ఐడియల్ టైం. ఓకే, ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యు క్లియర్ అబౌట్ దిస్ గ్రాఫ్? అందరికి అర్థమైంది ఈ గ్రాఫ్? సే yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
నేను ఇక్కడ ఐడియల్ టైం ఎలాప్స్ టైం ఎలా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసాం, నేను గ్రాఫ్ లో ఇప్పుడు చూడండి. మళ్ళీ జాబ్ 1 ఎలాప్స్ టైం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి. జాబ్ 1 ఎలాప్స్ టైం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలంటే టోటల్ ప్రాసెస్ టైం ప్లస్ ఐడియల్ టైం గా యాడ్ చేసుకుంటాం. సో ఇక్కడ యాజ్ ఫర్ దిస్ గ్రాఫ్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద ప్రాసెస్ టైమ్స్, దీస్ ఆర్ ద ప్రాసెస్ టైమ్స్. జాబ్ ఏ ప్రాసెస్ టైం ఎంత, 0 to 3 అంటే 3 hours ప్లస్ ఇక్కడ 3 to 7 how many hours are there, 4 hours plus 7 to 9 2 hours are there plus 9 to 15 D, 9 to 15 means 6 hours plus D to E, 15 to 17 means 2 hours plus ideal time of job 1 యాడ్ చేయాలి. గ్రాఫ్ డ్రా చేస్తుంటే మనకి ఐడియల్ టైం కూడా తెలిసిపోయేది. అంటే ఇక్కడ స్కేల్ యూనిట్స్ తీసుకుంటే ఐడియల్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ జాబ్ 1 వీ హ్యావ్ టు యాడ్. Then similarly, we are going to calculate the ideal job to process time. I mean job to elapsed time. Job to elapsed time we calculated with help of the process times of job to and ideal time. Here the process times of job to and A 9 to 11. How many hours are there? 2. Next, B, sorry, as for the sequence, the B is the first. B means 0 to 5. 5 hours plus. According as for the sequence, C means 5 to 9. 4 hours plus 9 to 11. 2 hours plus 11 to 13. 2 hours plus 13 to 19. 6 hours plus ideal time of job 2. So I would like to tell you that ideal times by taking the PPT. Here we mentioned already. We mentioned that values. It is visible. PPT is visible. PPT కనిపిస్తుందా? Hello.
Yes, sir. కనబడుతుంది.
Okay. Here from this the ideal time of job 1 at the first position we have 2 hours. And here we have the 3 hours. Already we drawn this. Already we know how to draw this. And ideal time of job 2 is 2 hours here. These are the ideal times for job 1 and job 2. So same we are going to calculate the elapsed time. So the elapsed time of job 1 is here we are adding the process time and the ideal time. Ideal time is 2 ideal times are there at job 1, that is 2 and 3. Same we added here 5 hours. So the total elapsed time of job 1 is 22 hours. Next job 2, the total elapsed time of job 2 is process time plus ideal time. Here ideal time is 2 hours. So the total is 22. This is about the problem, that is the graphical method. You have